Alright, so today we're going to be unboxing another reissued shoe. I also haven't seen this shoe in a very long time. I know there's some changes, the name has even changed a little bit, and obviously the overall shoe has changed a little bit. Kind of crazy how I got this pair. They're actually from the homie Sean, so thank you for hooking me up. They didn't actually fit him, so I thought, you know what, maybe I'll try them on and we'll see how they fit. I'm going to be unboxing the 197, aka the EK1, the Eric Koston 1. It's kind of crazy because I haven't seen this shoe probably since I was a kid. One of my favorite shoes skating growing up. I just loved Eric Koston. I love S's. I love the SXL. The EK1 was just another shoe that I just skated a bunch. It's crazy how much I actually skated Soltech shoes growing up. So just kind of fresh off the bat, already looking at this shoe, there's a bunch of things I already have noticed that are way different from the shoe. Like right away, like look at this. The actual sole of the shoe is way different. It's almost like Volky over here. Originally, it was a way thicker kind of cup sole all the way around. Even this area was a little bit different, I believe. But, and also, well, the grip is just gonna look way crazy too. This grip is actually probably better than it originally was, honestly. Like that looks pretty good. The only thing that might suck is you're probably gonna get rocks in this thing already, you know what I mean? I feel like those might get stuck in this tread, but it's probably gonna be a pretty grippy shoe. Another thing I wanna talk about this shoe is the triple stitching on the toe cap. That's the thing I've always loved about like S Etnies, and I'm pretty sure America did it too, was the triple stitching on like the toe cap. It really does make a difference because like even skating dunks for the last few years, I always bust through those first two little stitches. It's like the third one actually reinforces it and does something and holds it together. Here's just like the top view of the shoe right here we're gonna be looking at. It's definitely a wide and fat shoe. It's funny how like it literally, I swear it just said Koston normally right there. It was honestly like a D3 Muska shoe, honestly, now that I look at it more. To point out another thing I just really liked about this shoe I remember growing up was one, the big poofy tongue. You know, when you do flip tricks, your board's always landing on top of your foot, so it's always nice to have that big tongue. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it has elastic tongues as well. There are elastic bands that hold the tongue in, which I really like. Just holds the tongue in place and just makes it really easy to slip inside the shoe and slip it off. Especially if you're lazy like me, you know what I mean. All right, the next thing I am curious about this shoe is going to be the insole. Since this shoe seems pretty thin, oh yeah, this insole is pretty much nothing. It looks like we got some mob grip or pepper grip tape right here. At least there'll be some ventilation in this shoe, I guess, which is good. So anyways, I was curious to see what this looks like, and that's what this is. It's really nothing too special. If the shoe was thicker, I could understand the super thin insole. I'd honestly prefer a thicker insole already in this shoe. Already looking at it, it does look pretty thin. After a few sessions, this shoe's gonna be so flexy. And like, look at it already. Like, look how much the shoe bends. I can bend it in half already. Like, I haven't even skated this shoe and it already bends so much. So I guess what I'm saying is if you usually skate a Volk shoe, you'll probably be okay with skating this shoe just because of how thin it actually is. It does look chunky, but let me tell you, it's actually a really thin shoe. So as you guys know, I've been skating the Etnies low cut, and normally I'm a size 9 in Soltech, and this is a size 9 right here that I'm wearing. But we're gonna take this thing off. These are actually a 9.5. They are a half size bigger, and they still didn't fit my homie. He said they were a little tight for him. So I wanna see how tight they actually are. Since I am a size 9, I wanna see how the 9.5 fits. So I slid right into the 9.5. I know, I still have my Nike socks on, guys, don't hate. All right, so for a 9.5 already, my toes are already at the end of the, whoa, that's kind of crazy. For a 9.5, and I'm normally a size 9, my toes are already at the top of this. So if you are gonna get this shoe, it does feel pretty wide, but it definitely runs a little short. So being a size 9 and 9.5 does actually work for me. I definitely need to tighten it up a little bit, but it does surprisingly fit. This shoe is so thin. It's also just a very thin cup sole. I want to say this shoe is actually still a little bit thicker than this shoe. Like, I still actually prefer this kind of sole over this. I want to point out it does come with extra laces, which is nice. I'm not a huge fan of this like green combo that we got going on here. So I am going to throw the black laces on here, see how it looks, and maybe we'll try skating them today maybe, but maybe that'll be for a whole other video. But oh man, I am curious to see what this is going to look like. I can probably deal with the green if it's, oh, I guess the other thing I could probably honestly do is probably even just spray paint them. That'd be kind of sick. And it's funny with this shoe how even with the lace holes, it's like you'll get like one of the little like eyelid things or whatever, and then you don't. Okay, so already, I already just love how puffy this shoe already is. I just love a good puffy skate shoe, if I'm being honest. Ever since I was a kid, I swear I just have. Just got it on with the black lace, and it definitely looks better with the black lace. I'm not a huge fan of the green, like the little green accents on it, but the black definitely makes it look a little bit better. What do you guys think about this shoe? Is this shoe like a freshie or not? So that pretty much wraps it up for the shoe. I think the black lace on it makes it look way better, but it's still honestly an interesting shoe. I don't know what it is, if it's the colorway or if it's not having the actual cup sole or something. Something's kind of throwing it off with me. Like, you know, it looks similar, but it's not, like it's almost there. I know they had to update it obviously and do a few different tweaks to it, but I mean, it's still not terrible. But I am curious to see how these things are gonna skate. But yeah, comment and let me know what you guys think about this shoe. Did you guys ever skate the original one? Have you guys ever actually skated this new reissued one? Do you guys like it? Or is this just like a bust? Make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe, because we'll do a skate test in these next. Oh yeah, real grippy, real grippy. I'm like scared to even do my first kickflip on here.